Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to spend a few minutes talking to you about our volunteer program, how it works, the benefits, who can volunteer, and then I'm going to spend the last few minutes showing you how to go in and sign up to be a volunteer. Before I get started though, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to our volunteers. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and we know that if it wasn't for you and for the consigners, we sure would not be able to have a sale. Our volunteers do so much to help us set the event up. They help us make sure it's running smoothly during our sale days, and they help us break it down on Sunday. So we thank you and we appreciate you, and we hope to see you again this season at Switcheroo. And if you have any questions after the video about anything we go over, please just send us a message or a Facebook message or email, and we will try to explain a little bit better about it, because it is a lot of fun to be a volunteer. It's kind of like we're a small little family of volunteers are, and we try to make it not just fun and enjoyable, but also beneficial to you. And the biggest benefit of being a volunteer is you get to shop early. And actually, you're the first group of people who get to come in and shop. So we have a few pre-sale events that takes place before we open the event up to the public. And the first one is for volunteers. So you come in on Friday at 3 p.m. and you can start shopping. No one else is allowed in. It's only volunteers. So if you are looking for a playpen, or if you're looking for a stroller, be a volunteer and you can come in and be the very first ones in the door, and you can go and grab what you want before anybody else can look at it and decide they want it. The second most common question we have is, who do I have to be a consigner to be a volunteer? And the answer is no. We know we've got some grandparents out there, we've got some memas out there who love to shop for their grandbabies, and they want in on the great deals as well. And they want to get in and be the first ones in and snag that stroller or snag those newborn clothes before anybody else can. So you can volunteer and not be a consigner. We're going to show you how to go in and sign up to do that. If you are a consigner, you do have a few extra benefits. You can maximize your earnings if you volunteer up to 80%. The next question that we have a lot about a volunteer program is, if I choose a valet tagging service and I don't tag my own items, can I still volunteer so I can take advantage of the early shopping? And the answer is yes. You're still considered a consigner, so you can volunteer, and on top of getting shop early, you can still maximize your earnings as well, even though you've chosen the valet tagging service. So we've got a lot of options for different people. The first thing you need to decide is, of course, which event you're going to be a volunteer at. So please make sure you're logging in at the correct event, London or Pikeville. Once you decide which event you are going to be a volunteer at, you click on that event, you click volunteer. And we have made some changes to the program, so I encourage you to please read these and make sure that you don't have any questions about it before you go in and sign up. The first change we've made is, if you are a consigner and you sign up to be a volunteer and you no-show, or you don't come and fulfill your volunteer shift that you signed up for, you fail to show up, you will get charged a $25 fee, and that would be taken out of your consigner check. Or if you sign up for a shift and you only stay for an hour out of the 3 hours that you signed up for, or an hour and a half or 2 hours, then you will get a $25 fee taken out of your consigner check. You need to make sure that you stay the full 3 hours that you've signed up for. So if you are a volunteer and you wish not to be a consigner, you need to see that you have 3 choices or 3 times that you can be a volunteer at. You can come in and volunteer on Thursday night from 6 to 9. You can volunteer from 10 to 1 on Friday, or from 1 to 3 on Friday. Those are our slots for volunteers who do not want to be a consigner. Now, if you are a consigner, you can still pick these slots, but you have more to choose from. So it's really important, if you are wanting to be a volunteer, that you go in and you sign up as soon as possible, because those slots fill up, and once they fill up, We can't reopen it, or we won't add any more slots because we want the other ones to be filled up. So please go in, sign up for the ones you want to sign up to volunteer for as soon as possible. If you are a consigner, your extra benefits, you do get to shop early. If you volunteer for 3 of those slots, one needs to be on breakdown on Thursday. One is to be on setup on Thursday. One needs to be on breakdown on Sunday. And then the third one could be any of the other ones you want to choose from. So that's the reason why we say please go in and sign up for your shifts as soon as possible, because once those are filled up, they're filled up. You get to also earn 80% of what you sell. If you volunteer for 2 shifts, you get to shop early beginning at 3 p.m. and then you get to earn 75%. And you volunteer for 1 slot, you get to shop early beginning at 3 p.m. Now, you could stay for an hour, 2 hours, however long it takes you to shop. But do understand that at 4 p.m., we do allow our consigners who do not volunteer to come in to start shopping. So, kind of make a list. If you're looking for multiple items, kind of make a list of what do you want to go look for at first. We do have several registers, so we try to make sure the lines don't get long. You don't have to wait a long time. And the more volunteers that we have, the quicker the process goes as well. If you choose a valet tagging service, you'll see your options here on the next page. When you are ready, click to volunteer. You will log in with your consigner number if you are a consigner. If you have, for example, for London volunteers, if you have been a volunteer and not a consigner, you already have a user ID number, so you'll log in with that user ID number. And for those of us who are from Pikeville, this is a brand new event, so we don't have any previous volunteers. You want to come here where it says you need to register for a non-consigning worker account. When you click on that, it's going to ask you to fill out some general information, your first, last name, address, phone number, email. It's going to ask you to pick an ID number. Pick a number that's easy for you to remember. Create a password that's easy for you to remember. And then you click continue. I can't do an example for you because my name and all my information is tied to my consigner number, so it will tell me to go back and sign up as a consigner. But when you do click continue, you will get the same screen that we're getting ready to get right here as a consigner. You will see all of the possible work shifts that you can work that's open and available. The first one on Thursday night from 6 to 9 is set up a day. You'll be helping us get the tables out, put the tables ready to put the toys and other items on it. You'll be helping us get the racks, put them together. We'll have a few people who'll be bringing their items to drop them off. So you'll help us put their clothes on the racks, toys out, strollers out, those kind of things. Those types of items out on the floor on display and getting ready. And then on Friday, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., then Friday from 12 to 3 p.m., consigners will be dropping their items off. They will be giving them to you and as volunteers, and we'll be putting those items on the racks. We'll be putting toys out, strollers out, and just making sure everything stays organized and is ready for the sale. And then once we open the sale to shoppers at 3 p.m. is when our volunteers come. 4 our consigners will start to be coming in. At 5 we have our sneak peek hour. And then Saturday from 10 to 8 is when it's open to the general public. Sunday from 10 to 2 it's half price day. So all of those work shifts that you see listed there is just general, making sure that shoppers are getting help that they need if they need it, making sure no one's doing anything that's out of ordinary, making sure that if there's hangers, that clothes have fallen off hangers, that you're picking them up, putting them back on hangers. If someone needs help carrying items to the car, help them carry those to their car. Just little general stuff like that is what you're going to be doing during those hours. Then on Sunday, starting at 3, we're going to start breaking the sale down. Consigners will come back because they don't have to stay with their items. They'll come back on Sunday starting at 3 to retrieve their unsold items. And what you'll do as a volunteer is you won't be sorting. We do not sort or consignor's items. They come in and find their own. However, when a consignor is ready to leave, they will have a name tag and it will have their consignor number on it. You'll go through their tote or through their bag to make sure the items that they have there only has their consignor number on it, to just double check. And sometimes we can grab something that's not ours by accident. So we just double check to make sure that you're only getting the items that are yours. And once you get done with that, you'll send them over to me, and I will issue them their consignor payment or payment through PayPal. And then you'll help us to break the racks down, to put the tables back up, and kind of organize the venue back the way it was before the sale started. So those are just a brief description of what each volunteer shift consists of. Now you will see, starting on Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and on down, it says open to consignors only. And what that means is what we talked about a few moments ago. If you are only a volunteer and a non-consignor, you can do shift 1, shift 2, or shift 3. Those are the 3 that you can pick from. When you're ready, just click sign up, and it brings you to your workers agreement. Here is where it talks about if you choose a valet tagging option. You can do that and still be a volunteer to take advantage of the early shopping. If you decided to volunteer for 2 shifts, you can shop early and you can receive 45% instead of your 40%. If you volunteer for 3 shifts, you can earn 50%. So please keep in mind, just because you choose that option, you can still be a volunteer. When you're finished reading this, you understand it, you get it, come down here, you will click yes or type in yes. Click continue. It tells me I have signed up for the shift and I've got an email. Just like your drop-off and pick-up appointments, if you need to leave and sign up for a different one, you can do that. You'll log into your home page. If you're a volunteer non-consignor, just use your user ID number, password, log in, and you'll come up here and you can click leave. When you click continue, it takes you back to that screen asking you, is there another shift that you want to sign up for? Now, before we go, we do allow family members to come in and volunteer with you or for you, and that will count for a work shift. So for example, on Thursday, you have a son that's 16, 17 years old and can help us set the racks up and set the tables up. If they come with you and work with you, that would be 2 shifts that would count for you. You would have to come in here and sign up, and you need to make sure you send us a Facebook message, an email that says, I have signed up to work on March 21st from 6 to 9. My name is, my consignor number is. I am bringing one person with me. I'm bringing 2 people. I'm bringing my son and my spouse with me and help me work that shift. So then that would give you 3 credited work shifts. So you would then be able to receive your 80%, or as a valet tagging consignor, you would get your 50%. They don't have to work the exact same shift as you do in order to count. You can have your spouse come and work and your son come and work on Thursday from 6 to 9, and then you come on Friday and work from 12 to 3. That will still be 3 shifts that will count for you. Or if you just have one person that come and work a shift for you. All you got to do is send us a Facebook message or an email telling us who you are, your consignor number, and who will be working for a shift for you. The requirements for them is they need to make sure they stay for the full 3 hours and they fulfill the duties that they signed up for. So if they signed up for the setup day, then they help us set the racks up, they help us set the tables up, or whatever we ask them to do during that time, that they fulfill that duty. We'll go into a little bit when we talk about consigning and how to enter your items and the benefits of consigning. You can get paid cash If you volunteer and work one setup day, one breakup day here on Sunday, or excuse me, one breakup shift, and then the third shift will be any that you choose. So on top of getting your 80%, you can get cash if you work those. So if you're interested, please come and sign up. They get filled up very quickly. If you have any questions, you can send us a Facebook message or email. Thank you.